Alright, let's get right back to it. And there's the camera. I'm trying to take shorter breaks this time too, so we have a little bit more time to stream. It says dangerous outside, so you can't go out. Yeah, well, there are soldiers around, like, murdering everything, apparently. Royal family was slaughtered by the Empire. The plot of, like, Final Fantasy XII. I forget the plot of Final Fantasy XII. If Chocobo Ether were here, they'd be complaining about my inability to remember 12. Everything belongs to the Empire. Yeah, if you say so, buddy. Alright, so what's this supposedly good weaponry that you have for me, sir? Is it the identical stuff to what I already have? It is. Man, that even wasn't worth the trip. Wasn't even worth the trip. Oh, he's sliding down the railing. That's cute. How about this? I'm kind of just looking at the characters I have equipped because I don't really care about anybody else at the moment. By which I mean characters I have in my party. Which is probably going to be like a big problem later when it turns out that I'll have to split the party up and then I'll have like a bunch of characters who are super low level and don't have any equipment. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. There's a weapon called the Guardian. It can't move, but it's very powerful. Run if you meet it. You're in the way, get. Okay, good to know. I should run from the Guardian, probably. This with the Empire and... Yes, I've heard mess with the Empire and... Got some of this stuff already. You people have nothing interesting in your shops. Although they always have chests in the back room, which makes me always want to get into the back room, and I can't. Cannot. Because those are not actually accessible areas. There's a huge gate and this deep cave. Deep inside a cave to the east. Okay. Kid's still not home, even though it was dangerous outside. It's okay, he's just sliding down the railing over down southwest of this spot. Nah, this town's lame. Let's blow this cracker stand. That's the thing people say, right? Whoa. Oh, it's a Chocobo stable, hidden in the woods. I would ride your Chocobo, but I actually, like, am sort of grinding right now, so I don't know that I necessarily need to. You know what? This is the last segment. Let's just go to, like, the place that it probably wants me to go to. It said east, so there's only 2 places left. One of them looks like that huge mountain gate, which is probably where we're supposed to go, so let's just go there. Because this seems like the sort of place I can probably eventually come back to if I need to. Of course, with my luck, like, somebody's backstory is going to be in that other city, or there's going to be a secret character there or something. Dr. McGee, do you happen to remember if the town below here is important in any way? The previous 2 haven't been. I don't know, they're both to the east, so maybe it's not a long detour if I go down to this. Secret trees, huh? I don't think I'm gonna check every tree in this game. I'm not quite that obsessive about finding secrets. Jump! Dragoon it up! Oh, was it Dragoon boots that I stole from the dragon? That is much less funny than stealing dragon boots. But Dragoon boots are probably a thing, and dragon boots are probably not. So I don't even actually know how to get to that other white dot, because it seems like I'd have to go through the mountains anyway, so I'll just go with wherever I run into first. I always misread that as dragon boots instead of dragoon boots. Because who uses the word dragoon? Jetlag says, guys, My boyfriend keeps messaging me random things because he's using Skype IM as a personal notebook to remind himself of things. I gotta tell you, my husband and I have a Facebook chat thread going that's, you know, it's however long, I think that goes back infinitely, but for like the past probably years' wordages, it's just links that we've sent to each other because we want to open something on the other computer. It's like no actual talking, it's just composed entirely of us sending links back and forth to each other. That's okay, Buxer McGee. I think I'm just gonna let the cards fall where they may in terms of where I end up, what town I end up at. Very Setzer-like philosophy, very fizzy. So this is probably where the gate in the mountains is. Oh wait, let me save first, because we're going into a potentially dangerous situation, and I don't want to have to deal a bunch of random battles again. All right. Imperial base, huh? I think this is where I'm supposed to be. Ah, this is another city where I can randomly run into people and fight them. This feels like a random encounter. I don't think it's because I talked to this guy. But I could be wrong. Maybe I just shouldn't talk to people. Quadra slam the hell out of them, Cyan. Wow, that is not doing much damage. So I'm guessing they have high physical defense, and I should probably be using magic against them. How do you steal with a boomerang? I guess it's easier than stealing with any other kind of weapon. Bolt. Bolt them. Firebolt and bolt here. Should hopefully do it. Yeah, there we go. I tried to find a good remix of this little, like, fight fanfare, like, victory music stuff, on OC Remix, but I couldn't find one that I liked. Chucked out? Oh, so if I talk to guards, then I fight them, and they throw me out of the place. Is that the idea? Huh. Okay, this might actually be harder than I thought. So literally all Stray did, like the Stray Cat, was it just, turned everyone around. So I was attacking them from the back, I think. Which I guess is a thing that cats do. Were they all just, like, enamored? All the enemies are enamored with the cat, and so they just turn around to watch it go? I mean, I understand. Cats are pretty awesome. Oh, I must have already used the Esper there. So let's see. Down, right. Maybe it's just down, right. Left, right? Is the... Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, they just get turned around. That's a little weird. So let me see. It's left, right, maybe, is the one that's like the aura one? Well, that's not even an input. I need to check that one again, apparently. Alright, Quadra Slam them. I know it's not going to do much, but Program 65, not Program 65. I have no idea what that means. everybody's espers are ready to be switched, probably. You can cast some useful stuff, though. Do that. Down, down, right? Or down, right, right? Yeah. We looked at it just a little while ago, but I've already forgotten it. Alright, Sabin, Blitz, down, down, left. Okay. So I assume I'm supposed to avoid running into folks here. Oh, shit. But it's actually kind of tough with everybody's... Like, these guys don't walk in a pattern. They walk randomly, which makes it very tough to tell where... how to get places. Ah, crap. Okay, this doesn't look like a... that doesn't look like a very viable way to go anyway. Let me start by summoning all the espers. Because why not? I actually think Rama is the only one that does damage, but whatever. Stray seems to, like, increase the damage done by other stuff by turning it around, so that's probably fine. Oh wait, is it costing me mana to summon these things? Because if it's costing me MP, then maybe I just shouldn't be bothering. I thought because you only get them once per fight, then you, that it was giving them to me for free, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe I should be using Rama, though. He does a lot of damage. For these guys, anyway. Now, is Fire Dance magic-type damage, or is it physical-type damage? Magic-type damage, nice. Okay, good. Yeah, Rotopenguin, I just saw the costs there next to the Esper's name. I probably should have figured out earlier, but I didn't. Alright, come on. We want to try and get through this place before... Oh, maybe the green ones I can steal their clothes with Lock? If I have Lock in the front of the party? Because that's what I could do before. Maybe they're just reusing that mechanic. Try that. May not be relevant. Where am I even going, actually? Because, I can't go there. Oh, there's a stair. Oh, shit, I have to go up to the top there? Which means I have to fight that guy no matter what. Great. Can I steal your clothes? No, these are just regular dudes. Capture. Or do I have to unequip capture so that I have steal? It's also possible that there's some hidden entrance to this place that's not going through the main gate, and that that's what I should be doing. Just blitz them and get this over with. Yeah, party order never matters, maybe. Yeah, I got checked out again. Alright, let me look for a different entrance. Because there's one more town I haven't checked out. So it's possible that that is in fact what I need to be doing right now. And if it turns out I have to do an incredibly difficult stealth segment, then that's going to be a little awkward. If it turns out I don't have to do an incredibly difficult stealth segment, then I kind of like the fact that they let me at least try to go through that city and they just make it basically impossible to get where you're going. Because I like that they let you make the attempt. It feels much more like it fits with the narrative. It's much more justified than if there was just some arbitrary, like, oh, looks like there are too many guards here, we shouldn't go here. Like, you know, that would feel a little bit more lame and railroady. Or if this is like, if you want to go through the main gate, you can try, but it's a terrible idea. If you want some good stealthing, you guys should play Beyond Good and Evil, which we will be talking about tomorrow on our podcast. Which has some pretty interesting stealth mechanics. I actually kind of really like the stealth in that game. I think it's, like my opinion on most of the mechanics in that game, it's kind of like at 90% of where I would like it to be. Like, it's really good, but it doesn't feel perfect exactly. What the? Fossil Fang? So this is a lich dinosaur skeleton thing? I don't even... Alright. Whatever. It's hard, though. And it gives us Revivifies, which I think is the anti-paralysis thing. Although I could be wrong. That capture is probably going to be irrelevant, because the two little guys will be dead. Oh, they won't! No, they will. If we even get that far. A lot of damage. This guy is hardy. Yeah, he doesn't have anything anymore because I already... Oh well, at least he killed him. Yeah, the Fossil Fang is kind of a creepy looking baddie. Okay, let's see... Oh, this is the town we started at. Well, okay. Let me go heal myself then. And I'll look for some kind of secret entrance. This person said there was like a big gate in the cave to the east. And I don't think we were in a cave yet, so maybe, I mean, maybe that's beyond this little town, but maybe it's also a secret entrance. What is wrong? Is it... No, what did I do? That's entirely the wrong blitz in place. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Dance all the fire at them! We've hit the point in the Final Fantasy game, I believe, which comes to some extent in every Final Fantasy game, where things just slow down, because exploration becomes much more of a thing, and so the narrative gets spaced further and further apart. So, like, the whole last segment, not a lot got done, and I think there was at least one of those last week, too. But that doesn't mean that no story has been happening, because we also got that fun opera sequence. So, that's the thing. Okay. So, how am I supposed to get to this place? What do you have? What do you have? You have Kieran. Kieran is not needed right now. Just capture. This kind of would be much faster, almost, if I could just do Sabin's and Cyan's attacks over and over, because they have the, like, good group attacks. I think so far, I mean, obviously Gao has a lot of different powers that you can give him, which is good, but, of the other characters, maybe besides him, I think it seems like Sabin is the most versatile character, because all his blitzes do very different things. Whereas, like, the sword text that... Yeah, doesn't it look like there's some kind of entrance there, maybe? All the sword texts that Cyan learns are only physical type, I think, so... Is there a way I can get through that's not that passage? Maybe the town is the gate that they're talking about. Yeah, Fossil Fang is just a dead dinosaur that you fight. Which is weird. Which is a weird thing. I guess this game does have other undead because we know that it has zombies. Because zombie is a status condition that I can get. But still. I don't know, feels weird to be fighting a skeleton. Have we had just straight up skeleton-like warriors in this game yet? Maybe it's not weirder to be fighting a skeleton dinosaur than it is to be fighting a skeleton anything else. I suppose we did have an entire train of ghosts. So, you know, I can't really talk undead-wise at this point. Alright, is there a cave of some kind in these mountains? Come on. Show me a cave. Ugh. Alright, if, I don't know if Buckster McGee is still with us, but if somebody knows if the town is the area that I have to go through, then tell me. If it's not, don't tell me where I do need to go, just tell me that I don't have to go through the town. But if I do have to go through the town, just tell me so I can stop looking for other solutions. Should probably heal. Nope, they're not going to be around long enough. Skeleton Warriors was a pretty good cartoon. Is that an actual, cartoon? So let's learn to float. This is not an entrance, right? Yeah. Grr, where am I supposed to be going? Nothing down here, is there? Nope, just the end of the... Wait. Nope, just a little peninsula. So I just gotta figure out a way to go through and I guess just fight that one guy who's in front of that ladder. Even though I can't fight anyone else in that area, so that doesn't seem right, but... Blitz him. Blitz everyone all the time. You can tell my energy's starting to flag a little bit. I get much less talky in the last segment. I guess everybody could actually use a little more healing, but I don't think we're going to get there at this point in the fight. We'll have to wait for the next one. Everybody's health totals have been getting so high. Penguin, I am not sure what you are referring to. I assume you have a context for that comment. Yeah, 90s cartoons were something, weren't they? Just a little bit... Just a little bit out there. And sometimes more than a little bit. A good friend of mine, Mike Sennett, did a thesis project at USC where you played, it was like a side-scrolling brawler-style game, but the premise was that it was like this Saturday cartoon show that starred these four main characters, and the game would procedurally generate new episodes for them to play through and go on an adventure that you could go on. And you couldn't, you never, died and had to try again. If you lost in a particular instance, it would just change the way the story of that episode panned out. It was a really interesting, engine and sort of premise, and was called Quicksilver Infinite Story. And it ran on this story building engine. And I remember when he was talking about the engine as part of, you know, like presenting his project. We did a slide where, because I worked on part of the team with him, because we worked on a bunch of each other's pieces projects at USC. But, so we presented a slide that was basically like, if you think that, you know, you can't, a story for a Saturday morning cartoon can't be procedurally generated, take a look at the following list of plots and try and guess which ones are from real Saturday morning cartoon episodes and which ones were generated by this system. And they were all things like, you know, a group of lions comes from space and uses their eye lasers to turn other people into lions, and our heroes must stop them. And the joke of it was that all of them on the slide were from actual cartoon shows. They were all absolutely ludicrous. That was a fun project. Alright, let's try this town. Give it like a couple more tries. See if we can get through it before we go for tonight. That'll be our last thing we do, probably. I got pretty far the one time. It was just that last guy who I couldn't get past. Oh. Okay, that's not even fair. That is not even fair. Oh right, Locke's the one who can't actually do anything useful. Waste your magic. You can just do this thing. Ooh, summon Rama. So that was unfair because I got caught on, like, I didn't even go anywhere. I'm really hard to believe that, like, they couldn't put the characters in this area on some kind of, I don't know, like pattern walk instead of just doing instead of just having them walk randomly. Like, that seems silly. What we need is a good disguise. Maybe I gotta go to, like, one of the other towns and buy, like, or steal, or otherwise pick up a set of commando outfits for my characters so that they can infiltrate this place. If it hits, like, 9:40 or so, and we still haven't gotten through here, then I'm still gonna have to stop, and then we'll figure it out next time. But maybe I can just get through. Maybe that last guard is just, you're supposed to fight him on purpose. If I can get past that one guy up on the top, though, because he's the tough one. I can't become invisible, can I? The ninja guy could, but maybe this is where I finally need the running shoes. Okay, he's gone around that way. Good. Okay, we can get up here. Oh! No! Oh, no! I was past him! Come on! Base is after Vector. Vector's in the center of those three towns. Is that someplace I've been already? I don't remember seeing a place called Vector, and I kind of remember that, like, that was the name of the place we were supposed to be going, so I feel like I would have noticed, but maybe I just didn't. Sen is north, Albrook is southeast, Miranda is southwest. Okay. So I do have to be doing something other than this. That makes me feel a little better, because this is kind of impossible. And if you get chucked out by that last guy there, then it's quite literally impossible. I think I inputted that wrong, probably. I just noticed that Sabin has, like, almost no health left, and that distracted me. Oh, hey, no, it was the correct course input. Alright, that's my alarm saying that it's almost time for us to go here. Alright, well in that case, let's find the town of Vector and then we'll stop for the night. And actually let me heal Sabin before he dies. Alright, so the town in the center. I must have reached this town. Maybe this is like the one town on the map that I actually didn't go to. Alright, for everybody now, so everybody can use a little bit of healing. I would really love to see, I think I said this before, but I would really love to see the Fire Dance Blitz in like full realized 3D, because I bet that would look really cool. It looks pretty cool in 2D, and it's conceptually very neat. Quadra Slam, just hit this guy 4 times. He's laughing between those sword swipes. I got a mithril rod. That is. Okay, is it above the mountain? Oh, I see. It's in the middle of these mountains. That's why I didn't find it. Cure everybody. Oh no, I can't cure everybody. I can only cure people on the same side as me. That's annoying. But we can hit everybody. Cyan. I imagine his laughing more as a sort of what ho, haha villain kind of thing, because he seems like that kind of guy. He's not sadistic, he's sensitive. He was all sad because his family died. Yeah, I definitely missed. This is the one white dot that I missed on the map here. Come on. I was one step away. Probably could have stopped at the airship and just healed up there, because I feel like that place is pretty close to this. Whatever. Position license. I forget what some of his other actual sword techs do, so I'm sort of experimenting. Oops, wrong blitz. What did that sword tech do? Yeah, it's Dragoon Boots. Why do the dragons have Dragoon Boots? That makes even less sense than them having Dragon Boots. Cyclonic. Holy crap! Jesus, good thing Cyan was in the air for that. No, I don't think I have running shoes. Because I haven't seen the point. They just make you go fast in the overworld. Oh, there's an inn right there. I'll go to the inn. Hopefully this isn't like the inn in Zozo, which doesn't let me actually stay anywhere. Oh, they let me snooze for free. I hope they don't steal my shit. That guy looked shady at the counter with his eye patch. Maybe he's a nice eye patch man. Maybe he was just hurt in the war. And that's why he has to run an inn now. Because he's retired. Okay. So, I am going to go back out to the overworld map and save. And then I think we are done for the night. Let's see. Save. There we go. And I will even save emulator. Alrighty. Cool. So we have found, after much trial and error, we have found the town that we're actually supposed to be in. So we're going to handle that next time. So predictions. Let's see. I'm waiting for Setzer to become a viable party member, because so far I haven't been able to choose him for the party, but I imagine he's going to want to join us at some point. But I don't think that's going to happen immediately. Like, I don't see any hooks for that in the near future. I think the next couple story beats are going to be about us tracking down, like, what's been happening to the magic stuff and the espers, and figuring out, like, what we need to do to save Terra. So hopefully, actually, Terra will come back by, like, the end of next episode. I could be totally off, but I'd like to think that that might be the case. Based on the whole, like, you have to marry me thing with Celeste, I still believe that, like, Setzer's gonna spend the entire game hitting on her in a kind of, like, obnoxious but not more like eye-rolly than creepy sort of way. What else do I think is gonna happen? I don't know, we haven't really gotten in any other, like, backstory or stuff this session, so I guess we'll just have to see. I don't have as many large-term predictions as I did at the beginning of this game, which is good, because it means that the game is defying my normal expectations of narrative. So that's a good sign, I think, for the narrative of the game. Sorry, I got distracted by chat. Buxter McGee, did they steal 1,000 gil from me for sleeping in the inn there? Yeah, if so, like, whatever. I was grinding a lot sort of by accident, so I think I had a lot of money to spare. So not a super big deal. Alright, so that's it for tonight. If you want to see the VODs, they will be on YouTube probably by tomorrow, depending on... Yeah, probably by tomorrow. I think I'll have some time to export them tonight still, after Hannibal. If you want to come live tweet Hannibal with me, just join me on Twitter immediately following this, at Kyla_go. It's also good to follow me there if you want updates about, like, when I'm streaming and stuff. I think I'm going to try and do this again next week. I think I'm going to try and stream next week at 7, just like this week, because this seemed like this worked out okay, and it forces me to be a little bit more strict about my timing, which is probably for the best. So I'll probably be streaming at 7 for the foreseeable future until Hannibal is done for the season, which is like another 8 episodes or so, I think. So, you know, another month and a half, 2 months, something like that. We'll probably still be playing Final Fantasy VI, so... Alright, and then... Yeah, Buxter McGee says, yeah, they did steal 1,000 gil. See, I said he looked shady. Nobody who looks like that just lets you stay for free. It's like Zozo all over again. Anyway. Tomorrow night, Bill and Maria stream twitch.tv/funwithbill at 6. And then Thanarod streams Sunday Night Game Club. We should be finishing Kingdom Hearts this week. At twitch.tv/Thanarod at 8 p.m. So look forward to that. And then on Wednesday nights, Shanbo streams his usual play-by-play stream at 9 p.m. Twitch.tv/ifndef. And tomorrow we are recording our podcast about Beyond Good and Evil. So, you know, keep an eye out on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/feedback-force. We'll be chatting about Beyond Good and Evil, and you'll get to find out what our next game is that we're going to be playing the following 2 weeks, so you can play along and chat at the forum. So discussing the podcast and discussing any of these streams happens on undefinedbehavior.com/forum. Come hang out. We're a lot of fun people to chat with. There's a lot of really cool conversations that go on there. We get very deep about stuff sometimes, and sometimes not so much. But it's a fun place to hang, so come and join us. Let me just make sure there is nothing else I've forgotten here. I think that's it. Yes, we considered playing Honey Pop for our next game, but we're not going to be doing that. So you'll have to tune in tomorrow to see what it is. Alright, thanks for joining me, guys. I love having you here, and it's great to be able to stream for you. If anybody watches Hannibal, come join me watching Hannibal in a few minutes. Love you all. Have a good night.